you doing? Thank you very much. He's too kind. I want to just say a couple of things. I feel very comfortable here with all my brother truck drivers. I spent 36 years driving these vehicles. And I promise you I'm not going to talk like a truck driver. But tonight, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with my colleagues in government and all my friends and Ashley's friends and the Speaker of the House there for many years from our town of North Providence also. That's Speaker Matty Smith. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself, but this is about Ashley. I'm the former mayor of the town of North Providence. I was a council member for 10 years. I was president of the council for 8 of those 10 years. I was a member of the school committee for almost 4 years. I was the chairman of the school committee. I was the chairman of the North Providence Democratic Town Committee, which I'm still a member of. I was a member for 50 years. So I'm obviously a lifelong Democrat, but this is not my first rodeo. We did this once before, and there's a couple of people in this crowd that were with us. In 2003, I believe it was, ironically, my boss is the mayor of North Providence, myself, and we got a gentleman out there, Freddie. We started Democrats for Kachiri. And we were successful. And I'm hoping that we're going to be just as successful, and I have a good feeling about this. I've only known Ashley for a short period of time, but I was really impressed when I met her. Her knowledge of business and her government and political experiences. I later learned a little more about her background and discovered that she was a very successful businesswoman with a political background, which I didn't know. That's when I realized that she would be a great candidate for governor of the state of Rhode Island. In my opinion, she is the right person in the right place at the right time. You know, I've been on the radio the last couple of days. I don't know if you people listen to talk shows. So last Friday, I decided to take a day off because I'm a bachelor. My wife is passed about 9 years ago. So I live in the same house that I raised my children. So, you know what a bachelor's apartment looks like, right? My kitchen table is my desk. My bills are there, all notes are there. I live in the kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom. And I have someone who comes in and cleans up, otherwise they will drive me out of town. But I listen, you know, to talk radio, and I'm listening to the major complaints I heard from her opponent. She's not from Rhode Island. She's not from Rhode Island. And the person who's making that complaint came here from New Jersey. And you could guess it. And there's 2 people on WPRO, and they're both from New Jersey. And by the way, I'm listening to them. You got 3 talk shows. Morning, you have Tara Granahan, and I think she's leaning to the side. And so I'm doing my paperwork, and I got that on because I want to hear what's going on. And all of a sudden, I hear someone comes on, and his voice sounds familiar. And he goes, "Oh, Tara," he said, did you hear Dick Foster is supporting Ashley Kalus?" She went, I didn't hear that, huh? Oh yeah, they're starting Democrats for Kalus. So I went, and I didn't start this thing. Speaker Smith called me one day, told me what he was going to do, and from that point on, we started talking to people, and I was surprised. By the way, I supported Helena Folks in the primary. So, like I said, this is not my first rodeo. So, they're complaining about that, and the biggest joke is she's spending too much of her money. I said, well, that's not going to play too good in town, you know. She's spending her money, and the answer to the carpetbagger question is simple. I don't care if Ashley was a Martian from Mars. If she is the best person for the job, she has my vote. I heard someone complain about her and saying as far as her spending her own money on her own campaign, that's great. She won't have to pay back any favors, that's for sure. Unlike her opponent, who is selling out to the unions, special interests, groups and friends with shady agreements, giving $3,000 bonuses to state workers for coming to work. So I never missed a day of work at the town hall since this epidemic started. And most of the people in the town hall did. Nobody gave them $3,000 for showing up for work. How about those workers in hospitals and nursing homes who received zeros? Along with firefighters and police officers, they put their lives on the line every day. No $3,000 for them. They gave $3,000 to Supreme Court justices, which many of them are my friends, and they only make about $200,000 a year. They got a job for life, and do they need $3,000? I don't think so. So, you know, we need Ashley right now to address our failing school systems. I mean, we got young kids. We are young kids graduating from high school. They can't spell dog. I guess they call that social promotions. But where do they go after high school? Where do they get a job? Going to college. How do they get by the first year? It's, you know, very difficult. We need her to settle our transit problems, both school and public. Kids can't get to school. So how are they going to learn anything? And in school, when they get there, they teach them all about sex and gender and anything else, and they should be teaching them about reading, writing, math. So they won't be like me. I get near a computer, I think it's a TV, I'm looking for channels. You know? And last but not least, stop this action against the tolls. Ashley asked him a question. You're appealing the tolls. Based on what? No answer. You mean you're appealing, but you don't know why you're appealing? You're just going to waste money. You're just going to waste money, or you're going to have tolls on not only trucks, you're going to have them on cars. So, just tonight, I'm here to endorse Ashley Kalus for the governor. Asking all of my family, my friends, and former constituents to join me in that support. I can't tell you how many calls I got after I was on the radio last Friday, from 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. The phone just kept ringing, and 95% of it was positive. So I don't want to take up any more time. because we have an important speaker coming up and a good guy. But actually, I wish you good luck and God bless you.
Thank you, Dick. Appreciate that. Now I want to introduce another man who really needs no introduction. Like Mr. Fossa, he's been a steady presence in the Rhode Island political scene for many years. And he has a resume that's second to none. Ladies and gentlemen, former Speaker of the House, Mr. Matty Smith.